Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. In this video, let us learn what is trigonometry and what are trigonometrical ratios. So see here, trigonometry is, if you divide this word into two parts, trigonometry. As we know, in physics, metrics is nothing but measurements, right? Or measure. Trigonometry, it defines a triangle or tri measures. Okay, trigon or tri measures. So in mathematics, tri measure is nothing but it is a triangle, right? So trigonometry is nothing but it is the study of measurements of triangle. So what are the measurements of triangle? Measurements of triangles are nothing but angles and sides, right? So especially in trigonometry, we'll deal with a right angle triangle. What it is? Right angled triangle. So finally we can conclude that trigonometry is nothing but the study of sides and angles of a right angle triangle. So let us see how we can study these measurements with the help of trigonometry. See here, and now let us see what is trigonometrical ratios first. With the help of trigonometrical ratios, we can study all these. So see, whenever you take a triangle, how many sides are possible? Suppose I am taking a right angle triangle ABC, right angled at A. So how many sides are there here? AB, BC and AC, right? So with the help of these three sides, how many ratios are possible? See, let me write all the possible ratios with the help of sides. See, what are all the possible ratios? First, with the help of AB, if I write all the ratios, I will get AB by BC and AB by AC, right? In the same way, with the help of BC, BC by AB, BC by AC. In the same way, with the help of AC, AC by AB, AC by BC. These are all the ratios which are possible with the help of three sides, right? So how many ratios possible? 6 ratios. So here we name these 6 ratios with a definite name. So here they are called trigonometrical ratios. Let us see which ratio means what it is, or what is the name of each and every particular ratio. We call them as trigonometrical ratios. Okay, let us see what they are. So the names of all 6 trigonometrical ratios are as follows. See, sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant. Okay, these are their names. Then they all 6 trigonometrical ratios. Okay, these are all the names of 6 trigonometrical ratios, and let us see which ratio means what. So let me take a right angle triangle. So I'll write the name like this: ABC. Okay, right angle at B. So in order to learn these ratios, we have to take the help of or a reference of any angle. Suppose see, let this angle be theta. Okay, what it is? Theta. Okay, so let the angle be theta at C. Angle be theta, or else you can write it as C only. No problem. Angle C. Okay. So now we see what are all the 6 ratios used for C. Okay, sine of C, or you can write it as sine C. Okay, sine, we will represent the sine as sine C in a shortcut form. So sine C is equal to, whenever we tell a sine is nothing but the opposite to theta, opposite side by hypotenuse. What it is? Sine gives the ratio of opposite side to that angle, opposite side to the particular angle by the hypotenuse of the triangle. So here, what is the opposite angle to this sorry, what is the opposite side to this angle? Here, the angle is C. So opposite side is nothing but AB, right? So AB is opposite side by hypotenuse is AC. Okay. So I am writing sine C. In the same way, if I want to write sine A, what I can write? Opposite side by hypotenuse, right? So what is opposite side to A? For A, opposite side is BC. So BC, hypotenuse is same, right? In any right angle triangle, hypotenuse is same. So sine is nothing but the only thing you have to remember in sine is opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side to the angle or opposite side to the theta by hypotenuse. The same way, if you see cosine, we write it as cos. Cosine, we write it as cos. Cos C. Cos is nothing but, for any triangle, cos, for any angle, cos is nothing but side adjacent to theta by hypotenuse. Side adjacent to theta. Adjacent means side. But if you see here for this angle, we have two adjacent sides. But we already know this is hypotenuse side. So this we call it as adjacent side other than the hypotenuse. What is adjacent side here? BC. So BC by hypotenuse is AC. So in the same way cos A. What is cos A? For A, adjacent side is AB, right? So AB by hypotenuse is same. Okay? So this is cos. In the same way tangent, we denote it with a tan. Tan C is equal to, tan is nothing but here opposite side by adjacent side. The ratio of side opposite to theta by adjacent to theta, we call it as tangent or tan. So tan C, the opposite side is AB and adjacent side is BC, right? In the same way tan A, we can tell for A, opposite side is BC, adjacent side is AB. So tan is nothing but opposite by adjacent. So cotangent, we denote it with cot. Cot C, the reverse of tangent. Adjacent side to theta by opposite side to theta. So adjacent is BC. See, for BC by opposite is AB. In the same way cot A, for A, adjacent side is AB, opposite side is BC. Okay. So cot is nothing but adjacent side by opposite side. Next, secant, we write with secant. We'll read it as secant only. SEC, secant C. You have to read it as secant only. So SEC, we'll write it like this. So hypotenuse by adjacent side. The hypotenuse by side adjacent to theta. So for C, for this triangle, hypotenuse is AC and for C, adjacent side is BC. So this is secant C. So secant A means for A, hypotenuse is AC and adjacent side is AB, right? AC by AB. This is secant A. In the same way, cosecant, if I write as cos, already cos is there. So I have to write it as COSEC and we will read it as cosecant. So cosecant C is equal to hypotenuse by remaining is opposite, right? So hypotenuse is AC by opposite side is AB. In the same way, cosecant A is equal to hypotenuse is AC by for A, opposite side is BC. So these are all the trigonometrical ratios. The only thing we have to remember is just I am telling how we have to find. But what does it mean? Means only this one. Sine is nothing but opposite side by hypotenuse. So let me write those values first. So see, for any triangle or for any angle, sine theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Tan theta is angle here. Okay, opposite side by adjacent side. Next, cot theta is equal to adjacent side by opposite side. Secant theta is equal to hypotenuse by adjacent side. And finally, cosecant theta is equal to hypotenuse by opposite side. Okay, these are all the 6 trigonometrical ratios. See, for sine is nothing but sine. This is sine, cosine, cos is cosine, tan means tangent, cot means cotangent, secant, both we read it as secant, both here we will write it as cosecant. Okay, these are all 6 trigonometrical ratios and these are their notations: sine, cos, tan, cot, secant, cosecant, and these are their meaning. That means ratio, how we have to find the sine of that angle. So this you can better understand with the help of an examples or with the help of few problems. Let us move on to few problems. Let us see some problems. From the following figure, find sin A, cos A, cot A, secant C, cosecant C and tan C. So see here, this is the given diagram. From this diagram, we have to find all these ratios. Okay, so before going to find the ratios, what we need? See, they gave ABC is right angle triangle, right angle at B, and they gave length of AB and BC. Here, what is hypotenuse? You can tell the side opposite to right angle is hypotenuse, right? So for B, what is opposite? This one. This is hypotenuse. So let us find first. In first one, you can tell AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, right? From Pythagoras theorem. So 3 square plus 4 square, what it is? That is 25. So AC is equal to under root 25, it is 5. So we got AC also. Now let me find sin A, first one. So what is sin? We already told. Sin A is, sin represent the ratio of opposite side to the hypotenuse, right? So opposite to the A. What is side opposite to A? So here A is, so this is angle A. Side opposite to A is nothing but BC. So A is equal to sin A is BC by hypotenuse is AC. So what is BC here? Is 4 by AC is 5. In the same way, if we see cos A, we know what is cos A. Cos is nothing but the side adjacent to angle by hypotenuse. So what is adjacent side here for A? Adjacent side is 3. AB. Why? Because this is hypotenuse. So for A, adjacent side is AB by hypotenuse is AC. So what is AB here? 3. 3 by 5 is cos A. In the same way, cot A. We know what is cot A. Cot is nothing but cot represents the ratio of adjacent side to the opposite side. So for A, what is adjacent side? AB. What is opposite side? BC. Right? So it is 3 by 4. Next, secant C. So now they are talking about this angle. So secant C. First, what is secant first? We know secant is nothing but the ratio of hypotenuse to the adjacent side. So what is hypotenuse? Is AC. AC is hypotenuse by adjacent side. For C, what is adjacent side? 4. This is hypotenuse. So I have to take other than the hypotenuse. It is BC. So AC by BC. What is AC here? 5 by 4. That is secant C. In the same way, cosecant C. So cosecant represent hypotenuse AC by side opposite to that angle. So for C, what is the opposite side? AB. AC by AB. What is AC? 5 by AB is 3. So that is cosecant C value. The same way tan C. So what is tan C? So tan is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. For C, what is opposite side? AB by adjacent side is BC. Right? So 3 by 4, that is tan C. So here we have found whatever they asked in the question. So moving on to next one. From the following figure, find cos B. See here. So here the diagram is different. So let us see first. They didn't give right angle triangle directly, but they gave us where right angle is. So like this it is a diagram, right? But here is the right angle. So what hypotenuse will become first? So let me write the names. These are the three sides AB, BC and AC. So first let us denote what is hypotenuse first. So hypotenuse is BC here, right? So for right angle is here. So side opposite to right angle will be hypotenuse. So BC is hypotenuse. They gave it is 17. In the same way AB equal to 8 they gave. Now we have to find AC first, right? We know BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. Why? Because hypotenuse square equal to sum of the squares of other two sides, right? So what is BC square? 17 square. It is 289 equal to 864 plus AC square. So 289 minus 64 it is 225. So AC square is 225. AC equal to under root 225 it is 15. So AC is 15. Now let us find all this. First one, cos B. How can I find cos? Just now we did. Cos is nothing but side adjacent to theta or adjacent side by hypotenuse. So what is adjacent side here? For B, adjacent side is 8. Why? Because this is hypotenuse. We are not supposed to take hypotenuse as any adjacent side or opposite side. Okay. So for B, adjacent side is AB by hypotenuse is BC. So what is AB? 8 by 17 is cos B. In the same way, tan C. So see here, tan C. We know what is meant by tan. Tan is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. But what is tan here? For C we have to take. For C opposite side is 8. That means AB. Adjacent side is AC. Why? Because this is hypotenuse. So by AC. So AB by AC. 8 by 15 is tan C. Okay. See next. This one. This is somewhat different, right? So see here. Third one. What I have to find? We have to find sin square B plus cos square B. We know cos B 8 by 17. But I have to know what is sin B, right? So see, we can know, sir, square is there. So what does it refer? It refers sin square B is nothing but sin B whole square. So cos square B is nothing but cos B whole square. No need to confuse here. Okay. So sin B I have to find. What is sin here? Sin is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. So for sin B, opposite is AC, that is 15 by hypotenuse is 17. So 15 by 17 whole square plus 8 by 17 whole square. That is equal to 15 square plus 8 square by 17 square. We know 15 square plus 8 square it is 17 square only, right? We will get 289 by 289. So that is equal to 1 is the answer. In the same way, sin B, cos C, cos B, sin C. We know sin B and cos B, right? Sin B, just now we found. Cos B already there. We have to find cos C and sin C. So let me find cos C. What is cos C? Cos is nothing but adjacent side by hypotenuse. So for C, what is adjacent side? 15 by hypotenuse is 17. In the same way, sin. Sin C is equal to what is sin? Sin opposite side by hypotenuse. So opposite is 8. 8 by hypotenuse is 17. Now I have to find sin B into cos C. So what is sin B? Sin B is 15 by 17 into cos C is also equal to 15 by 17 plus 8 by 17 into 8 by 17 you will get. So 15 square plus 8 square again you will get 17 square by 17 square, right? So 289 if we can simplify it again you will get 1. See next question. From the following figure find the values of. So see here, in this question we have two triangles. See, They give the diagram like this. Here, here we have right angle, and they give A, B, C. Let me take one more point. Let it be D. And this is 3. This is 4. So this is 12 they give. So see here. Now whenever we are finding any trigonometrical ratios, we have to take a right angle triangle with that angle. See, if for cos A, so suppose we have to find cos A. So where is A here? So A is here. You are not supposed to take opposite side is this one, adjacent side is this one. We have to take a right angle triangle in which A is there. So we have to consider only the triangle BDA or ADB. Okay, we have to consider the right angle triangle. Then only we have to take whatever the sides are there. See here, cos A, we know cos is nothing but adjacent side by hypotenuse, right? So adjacent to theta. So what is the angle adjacent to A? So here only have to represent this side. So angle adjacent to A is 3. That is AD. So 3, or else let me write the names. AD by hypotenuse. In this triangle, what is hypotenuse? Here we have right angle. So AB is right angle. Now we don't know AB. So we have to find AB by right Pythagoras theorem. So AB square is equal to, in this triangle, AD square plus BD square. So 3 square plus 4 square, that is equal to 25. So AB equal to 5, right? So this is 5. How much it is? 3 by 5. That is cos A. In the same way, cosecant A. So A, we have in this triangle only, right? So cosecant is nothing but hypotenuse by opposite side. Cosecant A is hypotenuse by opposite side. What is hypotenuse here? In A, hypotenuse is 5, by opposite side is 4. For A, we are writing. So AB by BD, 5 by 4. In the same way here, tan square A minus secant square A. Third one is tan square A minus secant square A. So first tan A, let me write tan A here. Tan is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side, right? So opposite is 4, adjacent is 3. That is tan A. Next, secant A. What is secant A? Secant is nothing but hypotenuse by adjacent. So 5 is hypotenuse, adjacent for A, adjacent is 3. So 5 by 3. Now let me write this one, tan square A minus secant square A. What is tan square A? So 4 square by 3 square. That means tan square, just now I told tan square A means tan A whole square. 4 by 3 whole square. That is 4 square by 3 square. 5 square by 3 square. Right? So 4 square by 3 square. What is, how much it is? So 16 by 9 minus 25 by 9. What is 16 minus 25? It is minus 9 by 9. So we got minus 1. So tan square A minus secant square A got minus 1. In the same way, these three, they are talking about C. So where is C? C is there in this right angle. So we have to consider right angle triangle CDB. So we have to know this one, right? So 12 square is equal to 4 square plus CD square. So 12 square is 144 minus 4 square is 16 is equal to CD square. So 144 minus 16. How much it is? So CD equal to root 128. So let me simplify it. How we can write root 128 as? If you see it, we can write it as 16 8, right? 6 8 48, 8 1 8, 128. Again 8 we can write it as 4 into 2. So 16 I have 4. For 16 square root is 4 and 4 square root is 2. So 8 root 2. Nothing but 8 root 2. Or else you can write it as 64 2 128. 64 square root is 8. So 8 root 2 is CD. CD equal to 8 root 2. Now find sin C. So sin is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. So C, for C what is opposite side? 4 by hypotenuse is 12. So 1 by 3. Next, secant C. See here, secant C. What is secant? Secant is nothing but hypotenuse by adjacent. So for C, hypotenuse is 12, adjacent is this one, 8 root 12, right? 4 3 ja, 4 2 ja, 3 by 2 root 12, or else if you rationalize it, you can write it as 3 root 2 by 2 into 2, it is 4, anything. Next, cot square C cot square C minus 1 by sin square C. So let me find cot C first. What is cot C? For C, what is cot? Cot is nothing but adjacent by opposite. So adjacent by opposite, 8 root 2 by opposite is, opposite, right? 4. 8 root 2 by 4. And sin C, just now I found sin C. So 1 by sin square C they are asking. So let me write cot square C is nothing but, let me simplify it, you can write it as 2 root 2. So cot square C minus 1 by sin square C. So cot square means cot C whole square. 2 root 2 whole square minus 1 by sin square, 1 by 3 whole square. So 2 root 2 whole square, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8 minus 9. So you will get minus 1. So this is this one. How we have to find cot square C? So whenever it is like this, you have to take only right angle triangle with that angle. Okay. Next, finally, let us see one more problem. See, this type of problems how we have to do. Fifth one, if sin A is equal to 3 by 5, find tan A and cos A. See how we have to find this one. They gave only one thing, sin A is 3 by 5. But we know sin A is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse, right? So let us take opposite side be, let opposite side be 3x, comma, hypotenuse be 5x. So what adjacent side will become? Let us find 5x whole square is equal to 3x whole square plus adjacent side square. So it will become 25x square minus 9x square. 16x square is equal to adjacent side square. So adjacent side is equal to 16x square under root 16x square, right? So it is 4x, right? So let me find tan A now. Tan is nothing but what it will become? Opposite by adjacent. So what is opposite side? 3x by adjacent side is 4x. X and x will get cancelled. 3 by 4. In the same way, cos is nothing but adjacent side by hypotenuse. So what is adjacent side? 4x by hypotenuse is 5x. So 4 by 5. If we can write like this, opposite and adjacent, or else we can consider one triangle. Let the triangle be ABC. Okay. They gave sin A, right? So let me write it here. So ABC. So sin A equal to 3 by 5. So let BC is equal to 3x and AC is equal to 4x. AC is equal to 4x. Why? Because sin A is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse, right? So can consider this, and adjacent will become AB. AB will become, it is 5x, right? 3x and 5x, and AB will become 4x. Now you can substitute here, you will get the other ratios. So this is how we have to solve problems based on trigonometrical ratios. Thank you everyone.